So, okay, one of the things I want to ask you guys is that I think what I found that was really interesting about the way you guys had to play your characters in the film is that both of you have to kind of walk a fine line between kind of villainy and then something a little bit more ambiguous. I mean, particularly you're the hero of the movie, but also your character, from a point of view, could also be considered a hero in a way to her own people. Was that something that was kind of a difficult balancing act to maintain?
It didn't feel that way to me because I find sometimes in cinema, some characters lack subtlety, so they're like the hero or the villain, you know? But what I love about this film is you see the heroes do complicated and selfish things. You see like Professor X do something that you're like, wow, you know, the way he's been using deception and others' powers in some sense for his own benefit. And then you see my character who's incredibly manipulative, who comes in to try to, again, use this power, but at the same time, as she's doing that, as she's manipulating, she's empowering. I like all of those subtleties.
And I guess for you, I mean, you're the hero and the villain of the movie in a certain way. I'm assuming you must have seen The Last Stand as well going into this too, right?
Yeah.
Simon said something really interesting, how Jean Grey only had 2 lines of dialogue in the last half of The Last Stand, and you see how marginalized that character was back then.
Oh, yeah.
And it brings me to the line that Mystique has in the film, that you could call this ex-women, because they're always saving the guys' asses. Do you find that the roles have really improved for the female superheroes over the years, particularly for Jean Grey?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think when I was growing up, I didn't really see these amazing women at the forefront of superhero movies. It was always men. And white men specifically. And so what's awesome about the past few years is now we have Black Panther, we have Wonder Woman, Captain Marvel, this. It's really awesome to be in a time where there's such kind of evolving happening, specifically in the superhero movies.
And striking a note with a lot of people. I mean, those movies were all massive hits too, right?
Yeah.
And another thing that's kind of cool about the X-Men series is that it's always been so character-based, I think, compared to a lot of other superhero films. Do you think that there's a reason that's maybe one of the reasons that people identify so strongly with the X-Men universe? What do you think people see in those characters that makes them so powerful?
Oh, go ahead.
I feel like they see themselves. You know, it's about people who feel different and unique, and they're afraid that society won't accept them, and sometimes society ostracizes them for being different, but they don't change who they are. And I wonder if we all at some point feel that, you know, when we're going from being a child to an adult, like, well, am I going to embrace what makes me different and special? And that is something that the X-Men represent.
Do you find that, would you guys ever kind of reprise these roles again in the future? Like, would you consider, even if another X-Men movie doesn't happen, would you guys still be interested in working in the superhero genre and maybe taking on other characters down the line?
Sure, I'd never say no. You know, I had such a blast working on this movie. I'd be down.
And you too?
Yeah, never say never.
What is this place?
Welcome to the School for the Gifted.
We are now seeing the beginnings of another stage of human evolution.
The truth is, mutants are very real, and they are among us.
Here you have the chance to be part of something much bigger than yourself.
Forget everything you think you know. You're not kids anymore. You're X-Men.
The war is still coming, Charles, and I intend to fight it. You want to shoot me? Shoot me!
You ready for this? A new tomorrow starts today.
The world is on the brink. She's changing.
And what?
When I lose control, bad things happen. But it feels good.
Tell me how we fix this, Troll. I don't know what to do!
Are you threatening me?
That's right.
That would be a bad idea. The right to fear me.